What's up, Internet? Today I'm going to show you how to cook sous vide without a circulator or any other kind of crazy equipment that you see me using here. In honor of 1 million views, which I can't even believe, just recently hit that number for my entire channel. I'm going to show you just how to do it at home with nothing more than a cooler, a Ziploc bag, and a candy thermometer, as well as a teapot or something to heat water in. You could use the microwave or whatever. Doesn't really matter. We just need to have the ability to add a little bit of very hot water to the cooler when the water temperature drops a little bit. So what I have here are some frozen ribeye caps. Told you I bought the whole freaking Costco out last time I was there, so I couldn't really eat that many before I needed to freeze them. So I'm gonna kill a couple of birds with one stone. You know, people also ask me how much additional time do you need when you freeze steaks or freeze chicken or anything. Typically depends on the size of the meat. So for something thin like this, I would probably add half an hour to 45 minutes extra if you wanted to be super safe. Thicker cuts, an extra hour is more than you need. So, if you were normally going to cook for 2 hours, cook it for 3. But anyway, let's get started. First things first, get your faucet running, get the hot water going through there so that the amount of boiling water we need to add to the cooler to get it up to the temperature that we want is minimal. So I'm going to go for a temperature of 135 in the cooler. That's above the 130 safe point. When I add the frozen steaks in, it's going to drop the water a little bit. So I'm going to add, some boiling water and get that all squared away. So I think my tap, I'll show you in 1 second how warm my tap water is, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, all you really need is a simple, I think this candy thermometer was like $4 or something at the grocery store. You can see it's got enough temperatures, so this line here is going to be 125. I want to get 2 more lines over into the 135 range. This is obviously 150. I want it a lot less than that. So you can see here real quick what we got. Okay, so I had this here for, I don't know, maybe a minute or so. And as you can see, we're at about 130 degrees. So that's good. What I'm going to do now is fill up the cooler with this 130 degree water. Yeah, you can use pretty much any old cooler. I would recommend using one without the little plug in the drainage plug in the side. You could use a styrofoam cooler if you want. Those ones they sell at the gas station for $1 or whatever. But if you got the drain hole has the possibility of leaking. So if you can, get a cooler without one. So yeah, we're just gonna fill this up, probably a little over half full. And then we'll go from there. Okay, while we're waiting for our cooler to fill up, which will take a couple minutes, we'll get our bag prepped and ready to go. A gallon bag probably would be fine for this particular task. I just ran out of gallon size bags, so we're going to use a 2 gallon size bag, and I'm going to show you how to do the water displacement method. I think this will be a good illustration of, if you don't have a vacuum sealer, what can you do? So I'll show you that in a sec when my cooler gets full. Okay, now this may be a little difficult to do with a bag this size, so hopefully I give a good demonstration of it. But basically what you want to do is put this in the water and let the water pressure, smash anywhere that there isn't any need. It basically removes all the air from the bag. So gently lower it in. I don't know if you can see that, but the bag compresses. Okay, you want to make sure you keep this edge above the water. Now it's kind of hot, so I'm going to recommend you grab some tweezers if you're using a gigantic sized bag like I am. Okay, slowly, slowly, slowly. And we're going to remove all the air, which is pretty much gone, and then get this lip very close as possible to the edge and just kind of zip it up along the water's edge there. I don't know if you can see that, but zip it along the edge because that's going to be the minimum amount of water in there. So here we go. As you can see, a nice, basically vacuum sealed bag. Removed all the air from it. So anyway, that's good. It's sinking because it is, there's no air in there, it's just meat. So I dumped this thing inside and it was running at around 133 degrees before. And as you can see, the temperature dropped about 5 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this in here and add some of this nice hot water that was just kind of boiling on the stove until it reaches the temperature that I require. So just be careful, add a little bit at a time, don't add too much. You know, mix the water up, check it, see where it is. Be very patient with it. I mean, as long as it's over 130, it's probably fine. Well, it is fine. So, okay. We're at like 132. So I'm gonna add another splash of water like that. Stir it up again. All right, I don't know if you can see, but here we go. 135. Well, it's quickly cooling off. But anyway, I'm gonna leave the thermometer in here. I'll leave these steaks in here. And I'm gonna shut it up to keep it nice and sealed. So I'm gonna check on this every 30 minutes just to be safe. And then after the first 30 minutes, if it's only dropped a degree or two, add more hot water. And then, you know, wait an hour. So I'm gonna cook these for 2.5 hours. Okay, it's actually been about 40 minutes. I need to do something real quick. And steaks are looking good. The temperature is approximately 130 degrees, so if you can see that. But we definitely need to add a little more hot water because if we don't, it will get below that 130 degree threshold. So every half hour or so, we're just gonna add a nice portion of some near boiling water. So up the temperature about 5 degrees. Do a little circulating here. Steaks are looking good though for half an hour. Still looks like it needs a little more water, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna come back here after the 2 hours is up and show you just how to finish them off. I mean, that's pretty much it. So obviously this method is not going to work very well for really long cooks. I mean, a 24-hour cook would be near impossible to do it this way. But, you know, if you're just having a steak or a pork chop or, you know, chicken or whatever, that only takes, you know, like 2 hours or less to cook, this is a great way to do it and try this out. So, okay, our 2.5 hours or so is up. You only had to refill it a couple of times, and yep, still at 135 degrees, so that's pretty sweet. And as you can see, the steaks are cooked. Got some steak juice even, so it is done. We're gonna take these out next and dry them off. Make sure you dry them off before you sear them, even using this method. So, all right, let's take these out and dry them off. All right, once they're dry, go ahead and season them up. Today I'm going to finish them on my Weber gas grill because the cleanup is nice and easy, and I figure most people doing this are probably going to have some sort of grill, so absolutely finish them there. I know I get that question all the time. So I'm going to get some salt and some pepper and some garlic powder on this and throw them on the grill. Heavily seasoned since we didn't put any seasoning in the bag originally, and most of it will kind of fall off anyway since the surface is so dry. All right, do both sides and then I'll take them out to the grill. All right, we're pretty hot, pretty close to 500 degrees, so we're gonna throw these on about 45 seconds to a minute each side. See you in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, we're all done grilling, and you know, they look delicious as always. So this method is going to be a lot more impressive with a thicker cut of meat, but as you can see, it still comes out just fine, just like any other sous vide steak. Now I did leave them on the grill slightly longer, but slightly longer than 45 seconds. It was actually about a minute. I just wanted to get a little more crust, and my grill wasn't super hot, but perfect texture, medium rare. God, I love these steaks. So anyway, super simple, frozen. You know, frozen steaks. All I used was a cooler and a $4 candy thermometer, and anyone can do this at home. So if you've been wanting to give it a try and weren't willing to shell out 300 bucks for a bunch of equipment, do it. Use this method, let me know how it went. And if you do like it and see, oh yeah, I do want to buy that, please click my link in the video description. It would greatly be appreciated. So I just want to thank everyone. In the little over 2 years I've been doing these videos, not really seriously, just kind of as a fun hobby. I've had over 1 million views total. This is for the whole channel. 1 million views, over 4,427,279 minutes watched in total. The average view duration is 4 minutes and 20 seconds, dude. And I got 4,075 likes and only, let's see how many dislikes we got here. 879, so nearly a 5-to-1 like to dislike ratio. 1,776 comments. Yeah, America. Anyway, I just want to thank you guys so much. 4,500 subscribers, this is just great. I never thought that this many people would watch and listen to me ramble about cooking this kind of strange way. So thanks again for watching. And like I said, if you want to help support my channel, I'll be doing more stuff. I just, I need funds to help do that. So feel free to like the video, click the Amazon links, and, go shopping like crazy. It would really help me out. So anyway, thanks again for watching. And like I said, if you do try this and it works great, just leave a comment, let me know. This is a simple way to do it for, $4 and a bunch of equipment you probably already have. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.